Hi everyone, it's Simon Coleman here, and of course, we've all been enjoying the first few episodes of the Insurance Apprentice 2021. The upcoming episode is the one sponsored by Hollard Insure. So we're very fortunate to have Keith Bester here. He's the head of operations and support of Hollard Insure Joburg branch, and he's also a former competitor. So yeah, welcome, Keith.
Hey Simon, good to be here.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen you in a couple of years since you were actually on the show, and maybe the last time we saw each other, actually, I think we might have bumped into each other at a cocktail party or something back in the day when we could still have such things. But yeah, how do you think The Apprentice has shaped your career? I mean, have you kind of moved up the ladder? I thought you were in Durban when you took part in the competition originally.
Yeah, Simon. So I think the Insurance Apprentice has definitely helped. I was in Durban at the time when I entered a good couple of years ago now. I was still under 35 back then.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I just, from Durban, I got an opportunity to move to the Johannesburg branch within Hollard Insure, and have taken that opportunity and moved with it. It's been great. And I do think that, you know, from a Hollard perspective, I always encourage my colleagues and my business associates to enter. I think it's a great opportunity for many young people to get their name out there, to network with people that they've never met with before, and also just to test their grit. It's challenging. I mean, just the first rounds, as we all know, it's difficult to even get into the top 10. So, and then once you're there, it's a whole nother level. But from a personal perspective, the Insurance Apprentice was great for me. Very stressful at the time, but I don't regret it at all. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you were kind of looking like you were a potential winner there, and then we threw a curveball at you about being the managing director or the CEO, and you had to fall on your sword in that episode. I wonder if that sort of thing's going to happen this year.
Yeah, you never know. And it's in the moment, you kind of have to back yourself. I took a lot out of that in that moment. It's tricky because you want to make sure that you're the best in the bunch and you're going to go forward, but with a sense of humility as well. So I definitely by taking ownership of the CEO of the Insurance Apprentice was maybe a bit of a faux pas. But anyway, we learn. And we'll see what happens with the contestants this year. I'm looking forward to seeing, I don't know, what sort of mistakes people might make or who takes the opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different ball game this year with virtual conferencing, but yeah, let's see what happens. So, Keith, yeah, I mean, you know, let's talk about Hollard's involvement in this year. I know that there's been a lot going on in South Africa, so yeah, over to you.
Yeah, so Hollard's always been very keen on the Insurance Apprentice. We've been a sponsor for many years now. Once again, when the opportunity came up this year, we're very glad to have an episode. And one of Hollard's key attributes is that we want to create and secure better futures for all South Africans, whilst also raising up talent in the insurance industry. I think that the Insurance Apprentice has played a big role in uplifting talent within the insurance industry. And as you can see right now, what's going on in South Africa, I mean, we had the COVID pandemic last year and the claims that came out of that. We've now got the unfortunate unrest and the civil unrest and looting that took place recently. And what's interesting for me is all my friends, you know, in the insurance industry are contacting me to find out about this, what's going on, how these claims are going to get paid. I'm talking about business interruption claims, talking about SASRIA claims, and the sudden interest in insurance for people who actually weren't even really involved in the past. And I think the Insurance Apprentice really lays a great platform for people to understand insurance and raise up their abilities, and also just to market the industry, generally speaking. And Hollard's always been behind that and has backed the Insurance Apprentice in that way.
So I mean, I agree wholeheartedly with you. And I think when there's catastrophes or sort of these large scale events, people do kind of look to insurance. The industry did take a bit of a beating, I think, over the lockdown claims. So there's obviously an opportunity here with these recent events for the industry to kind of stand up and help put things back together, which is really what we're all employed to do in our respective businesses. But you've got a particular focus on small businesses this year. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so the Hollard Big Ads for Small Business campaign has once again come about with the need to promote our small businesses and SMMEs in the South African market. I mean, as we know, the SMME market is the backbone of our South African economy. That employs about 70% of all employees within South Africa. And we need to make sure that as a big business ourselves, that we can promote these small businesses and give them the best shot of making it happen. A lot of them can't afford marketing budgets and big spends on advertising. So the Hollard campaign for Big Ads really gives them the ability to be seen by a much broader audience. And this year we wanted to integrate the Insurance Apprentice task that we're putting forward with our Big Ads Small Business campaign. And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing how the apprentices take this on.
So without giving too much away, because they'll obviously be watching this interview, hoping to get some tips. But can you give us a sort of broad view of like what are you actually going to be looking for? Who would you say if somebody does a certain if they perform certain tasks or behave a certain way, they would stand out for you?
So I think this year it's a bit of a balanced approach. I think obviously being the insurance apprentice, a lot of what it's about is focusing on insurance and risk management. I think this year what we're looking for is an all-rounded approach, a well-balanced overview of how to solve a very real problem now, how to support small businesses. So how are they taking the insurance experience and knowledge and the skills and applying that to this problem? I think sometimes we get a bit narrow-minded in how we solve for things, and insurance teaches us a lot about risk management and problem solving. So how do we take that forward? So what we're looking for here this year from the Insurance Apprentice is someone who can look at the problems with regards to the small business task and how to solve for these across the board, not just from an insurance perspective. How can we raise up and build a better and a more secure future for our small businesses?
Sounds exciting. I suppose it'd be unfair for me to ask, but you got a favorite?
Well, it's been great to watch the episodes so far, Simon. I mean, some real talent out there. I think the one thing that has stood out for me, which is fantastic, because I mean, you've even mentioned in the previous episodes, you see the guys are coming back. A lot of them haven't made it through to the top 10 before, but they're there this year in this format. It's great to be able to see more of the contestants, whereas in the past you only see the final contestants. So yeah, I've got my favorites. There's some fantastic characters out there, and we'll have to see how we go. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Keith, yeah, that's about it for this. I wish you luck in the episode, and of course, thank you once again to Hollard Insure for sponsoring the task, and of course to the contestants that are watching this. Sorry, no key tips for you, but good luck, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Great stuff. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, everyone.